Hey, it's Josh from the world famous shit show, and
we're heading into the front room AV Executive Studios. I can't wait to see what's going on. Oh.
Why'd you have to fucking do
that? Did you want
to? Yeah, because I was going to do the thing where it's like,
I'm just so excited.
Josh from the world famous shit show, and then
we're
going in to see what's going on in the front room, and then like a bat out of hell. Welcome to the world famous shit show finale. This is the end, baby. This is the end of 2017. At the end of 2016, nobody thought that we'd make it here, but we did. So, in keeping with tradition, we're doing some dead celebrities here after this. But I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for watching this year and listening, because we started doing audio episodes again. Thank you so much. You've made this all possible. So we have, yay! We're doing this on Facebook Live too. So hello to everyone there. Hello, Mike and Brian. It looks like. I hope you're enjoying the holiday cheer. And I want to recap. We lost a few notable people this year. Not Prince. Prince is still alive and doing well somewhere in Minnesota. And, oh, these are people who died. All right, here we go. Don Rickles, Mr. Warmth, dead. Who's that? That's Joni, dead. Fats Domino, dead. Chuck Berry, dead. Frank Vincent from The Sopranos and Goodfellas and Raging Bull, dead. Oh, George Romero, dead. He'll probably be back. Oh, it's Tom Petty, isn't it? Who's that? Oh, Allman, dead. Harry Dean Stanton, dead. Who's this guy who just wears a bathrobe all the time? Dead. There's Jake LaMotta. That's not Jake LaMotta. That was Robert De Niro playing Jake LaMotta, but he's dead. And there's Jay Thomas, dead. Jerry Lewis, he's dead. John Hurd from The Sopranos and from Home Alone, dead. Time for Wapner. No more time for Wapner. Martin Landau from North by Northwest, dead. Miguel Ferrer, dead. Monty Hall, dead. Dick Van Dyke, not dead. Mary Tyler Moore, dead. Mary Tyler Moore, still dead. Mary Tyler Moore, dead. Tom Petty, dead. All right. Oh, Ralphie May died in Vegas the day I got to Vegas. I couldn't help it. Okay, well, that's unflattering. But what's his name? Tom, from TCM. Roger Moore. Good. This is just gonna cycle through. Who is that? What is this? Oh, Malcolm Young from AC/DC, man. Come on. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, also dead. And the greatest loss of my life, Chris Cornell. Is it going to cycle back through? So you left Don Rickles up for 0.4 seconds, but you left Chris Cornell up for 18 minutes. Say Lord heaven. It's good, and then everybody gets to see how the TV works. All right, so there were a lot of horrible losses this year. Last year, it seemed a bit more dramatic because it was Prince and David Bowie. But this year, Chester Bennington. All right, all right. Yeah. But Chris Cornell was like the most devastating death. I mean, Scott Weiland died 2 years ago, and that was pretty bad. But Chris Cornell was. Anybody can kind of imitate Scott Weiland, but you can't do Chris Cornell. Oh, what is this, Susan? Hello. Oh, hey, Nathan. Oi, Nathan! So we're going to run through these again, huh? Don Rickles is the first one, isn't it? Don Rickles.
So people would say, like, if he made fun of you, he was brutal. But they would say if he made fun of you, he's gonna
The best story Don Rickles ever told was that when he was coming up, he was at some club and Sinatra was there, and he walks up to Sinatra and he goes, "Hey Frank, I'm trying to make out with this broad. Think you could stop by and say hello?" So he goes, "Yeah, no problem, Don." So Don Rickles was sitting with this girl, and Sinatra walks up. He goes, "Hey Don, how you doing?" He goes, "Frank, can you fuck off already?" Something like that. Something along those lines. Here's people who died again. It was like the Nick Offerman thing. Oh, Don Rickles. We were just talking about him. The chick who played Joni. Not Chachi.
No,
Although after.
loves Chachi.
Yeah, but Chachi didn't die. I mean, that was Scott Baio. And he's just like campaigning for Trump, you know. Now go ahead and get your fucking shine box. George Romero, dead. Invented zombies, pretty much. Help me again?
Again, Greg Allman.
Oh, Greg Allman. Well, you couldn't have picked a fucking more Allman-y picture. He looks like the fucking drummer from the Foo Fighters, Sue.
He looked like Malcolm. Malcolm was the same way. I really couldn't find
Hefner's dead. All right. Robert De Niro is dead. You are not helping. Who put this together? Jay Thomas, dead. Who put this together?
The intern did.
What? You're the intern.
No, I'm not.
Did Matt or Scotty put it? I feel like we're scrolling through names way too fast. We gotta do do a tribute to Jerry Lewis or something, so we don't forget it. Yeah, how much of a genius he was and everything. Go ahead and do a Jerry Lewis thing. Don't look.
Excuse me, Mr. Quimby told me to come down.
Please wait inside.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
John Hurd from Home Alone. Fuck. Wapner. Dead.
He was the one who started the whole.
Martin Landau from the X-Files movie, too. He was in that. Yeah. Miguel Ferrer. From Blank Check, and he was in Traffic with our boy, Luis Guzman. Monty Hall died like a week after we went to see a taping of Let's Make a Deal. Wow. Should have picked door number 2, Monty.
Mary Tyler turned the whole world on with her smile.
I'm not turned on. I'm not turned on right now.
They got the same smile.
Tom Petty. Tom Petty died, and believe me, you don't know how it feels. Ralphie May died, and I wonder why. Oh, God. What's his name, though? Hold on, I got notes here.
Roger Moore was really the only James Bond for me.
We're going to do... So, wait, you didn't put Bill Paxton on this motherfucker?
It's on the original that you made me redo. I have him.
Bill Paxton died. Shut up, Chester! Bill Paxton died this year. And I mean... Can I take a minute to say hello to all the Bill Paxton fans? What's up, Raph? Bill Paxton was a great actor. He was in U-571. He was in Big Love. He was in Club Dread. I'm gonna...
He was in U5. Oh.
I just said that.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm just pausing it because this is... How you doing, Anna? Guys.
Is that Rafe from Australia?
Rafe. Yeah, it's fucking Rafe. Yeah. All right.
What time is it then?
Here's the actual official Christmas list. All right. David Cassidy from the Partridge Family, dead at 67.
Not Bay City Rollers?
I really doubt that he was in the Bay City Rollers. Not that I'm like a scholar when it comes to the Bay City Rollers, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to SATURDAY, he's not. Della Reese, R&B singer, beautiful woman of color.
The only woman who died.
I don't think that that's true, because you just had 85 fucking pictures of Mary Tyler Moore up. So.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Raph in Australia. Happy Christmas. I'm pretty sure they do the Happy Christmas thing. Yeah, Happy Christmas.
We know tomorrow.
Good on ya. Malcolm Young from AC/DC. Oh, speaking of, the Wonder Down Under, Malcolm Young, rest in peace. Hold on. All right, I can't read the bottom of the list now. Fats Domino and Chuck Berry both died this year, and they pretty much, how black people are always saying like white people stole rock and roll from them. These are the people that they're talking about. I mean, this is the. Yeah, it was. Hold on. It was Marvin Berry, your cousin Marvin. You know that new sound you're looking for? All right. Tom Petty, dead at 66. Although, by the way, Fats Domino and Chuck Berry were 89 and 90 years old, respectively. So.
Wow. When you said Chuck Berry, I thought you meant Chuck Barry. The guy from the Gong Show.
No, are you thinking of Chuck Woolery? Thinking of the guy from Whammy. All right. Monty Hall, dead at 96. And that's a weird thing because we went to see a taping of Let's Make a Deal a fucking week before he died. So, Monty Hall, you picked the wrong door, bro. Hugh Hefner, dead at 91. From official cause of death, all that pussy.
That's not on his death certificate.
I think it is.
No.
I have a copy of it. Hold on. Yeah. Hugh H. Hefner. HHH.
I thought he fell down a big dark hole.
No, well, yes. He fell down a deep dark hole. Pussy. Harry Dean Stanton from Big Love. He was in some other things.
Bill Paxton
And Harry Dean Stanton. So, if you're the cast of Big Love, I mean, this was not your year. It's on his headstone. Frank Vincent, who was Phil Leotardo on The Sopranos. He was Billy Batts in Goodfellas. Go home and get your fucking shine box. He's dead. He was in Casino. He was in Raging Bull, and it was that was a bad one this year. I mean, a couple people from The Sopranos died this year, but Billy Batts will be remembered. He finally went on to get his fucking shine box. Jay Thomas died. Sirius XM radio host, comedian. Obviously, he was on Cheers.
He was on Ray Donovan too, and up to the end. And
He was on Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
I must have missed what.
Who was in the last episode?
Who did he play on Ray Donovan?
He was the guy in the garage that had the attaché, you like to say.
Okay, so he made an appearance on Ray Donovan. Anyway, he was on Cheers. Everybody remembers him from Cheers. Jerry Lewis. Cut to a little piece I did, a dedication, if you will. Guys, I don't know if you realize this on Facebook Live. You're watching a live taping, and we're gonna cut in some other things. So if something doesn't make sense, you got to tune into the show, and it'll make a little more
Everybody
sense.
from the cruise is watching you. They've already seen you in that suit.
Who else is watching?
Anna, Kevin.
Hey guys! All right, are we more familiar now? This is when I put two kids through college at the craps table. Where were we?
You gotta get 9 more.
Oh my God, Susan. John Hurd, who was Peter McAllister.
Rap doesn't like this. Oh, it gets better.
Hi. Oh, you're all watching. Jeez, the pressure is on. Jerry Lewis. We did that. John Hurd. He was Peter McAllister in Home Alone, and he was Vin Makazian on The Sopranos. He's the one who did a header off the Route 1 bridge, degenerate gambler, alcoholic, and that was just in Home Alone.
Was he the dad in Home Alone?
He was the dad in Home Alone. He's the one who's trying to calm down, what's her name? Catherine O'Hara. Relax. We didn't forget anything. You're just like, Kevin! Who else? George Romero, the founder of the modern zombie movie. He died this year. He was 77. Night of the Living Dead. I have a feeling he'll be back. All right. Martin Landau.
Bye, Raph.
Bye, Raph. Oh, Raph is leaving? Yeah. I got to roll. I feel like Raph is watching from Australia, and he's got to leave, and it's already tomorrow there. It's like I got to go to Christmas dinner. The time difference, since I moved to California, the time difference thing has not been kind. Okay. Martin Landau, he was in North by Northwest and the X-Files, and I don't really know a whole lot more about that. Adam West, who I, thanks to the great Charles Rivers, had the pleasure of interviewing on the phone. And Adam West was a kooky son of a bitch. And he said, I'm going to go to McDonald's and get some breakfast. And I was like, I have to ask, what does Batman get at McDonald's for breakfast? And he goes, I'm a simple man with simple tastes. Give me one of them biscuit sandwiches. And we were interviewing him while he was fishing for sturgeon in the Columbia River up in Washington State. So,
And he was using chickens.
yeah, they hang. What he told me was they would hang just raw chickens on a hook and on a chain and just leave those out in the water for the sturgeon. And they jump up and they grab them. All right, so Adam West, the mayor of Quahog. You will be missed. Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers. I'm allergic to almonds. So, Roger Moore, though. Sue, you want to talk about this?
Well,
Even though you're not on camera,
what
really?
I consider to be
James Bond.
Bond.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he was
all right, more than like George Lazenby, but he was the James Bond. He was better. I think he was better than Sean Connery.
I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown under the bus yet.
Sean Connery? He diddled me. He threatened to touch my buttocks back in 1967. It's going to happen. It's going to come out.
Only watch
That's instead of deaths of 2017, we should have just been like career deaths of 2017. Just be like, oh, rest in peace, Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein. Whoever else. Come on. There's a list longer than me of people.
I'm not keeping track.
Oh, Matt Lauer. Matt Lauer, rest in peace. All right, Aaron Moran. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's Joni. Joni's dead. Chachi don't give a fuck. Trump is president.
He was like 58.
Robert Osborne, that's his fucking name, from Turner Classic Movies, where he'd go, here is the insane mentalities of Jekyll and Hyde. And then he'd show you like a black and white movie, you'd wake up 8 hours later, and then this fucking guy would be back on the TV. All right. Wapner's dead. Bill Paxton we talked about, from Terminator, Aliens, Titanic, Big Love, Weird Science, and of course his hit, Broken Lizards, Club Dread. Okay. Mary Tyler Moore, I don't really give a fuck about. John Hurt from V for Vendetta. He was also an Alien. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know what else I know him from. He's one of those guys like Harry Dean Stanton who just like show up in things and that. Miguel Ferrer from Traffic and Twin Peaks and Blank Check.
There we go.
Dead. Here's a sad one. This year, at the ripe old age of 89, Chuck Lowe passed away. Now, you wouldn't know him from just the name, but Chuck Lowe was Maury in Goodfellas. He died. Harry Dean Stanton was in Twin Peaks also.
Thanks, Nathan.
Look at that. Thank you, Nathan. Chuck Lowe, who played Maury in Goodfellas, when he jumped into the pool and the fucking toupee stayed on. Jimmy, I want to know where my money is. So he finally got what was coming to him. It was an ice pick in the back of the head. Jake LaMotta, the real Jake LaMotta, the focus of the movie Raging Bull, died. 96 years old. 96. That is quite old. And Ralphie May, as we know, big fat comedian, but hilarious. He was on Last Comic Standing. That's kind of where he got his fame from. Yeah, and then he just took over after that. I mean, he was a resident comic at Harrah's in, was it Harrah's?
Vegas, I think, yeah.
Oh no. Planet Hollywood, one of those. And he died the day I went to Vegas.
Which was the week.
I landed in Vegas and it was like Ralphie May dies in Las Vegas, and
When was that crazy week in Vegas?
it was a crazy, yeah, it was the week after, or actually it was like 5 days after
It's the same week.
that psycho shot people up at the, what was it, Jason Aldean, whatever. Anyway, Chester Bennington. Hold on. We'll come back to Chester Bennington. Shelley Berman, who played Larry's dad on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He actually died this year.
He had those big glasses like that.
Yes, George Romero. Yeah. Guess how old? 92. Oh, I'm sorry. We were looking for 90. 1-year-old Bob. Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park hanged himself this year. Which, I mean, I've only seen him in concert once, and he was fronting Stone Temple Pilots at House of Blues in Boston, and it was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. I had seen STP all together with Scott Weiland. Scott Weiland died, 3 years ago now? But I was like, I don't know if it's going to work with Chester fronting the band. It's like that energy with Scott Weiland. But he brought it, and he killed it, and then he killed himself. But he was actually pretty close to Chris Cornell, who, that's like sort of my feature story here tonight. If there's anybody who died this year that I'm most devastated about, it's Chris Cornell. I was fortunate enough to see him in concert three times, and it was the saddest news I think I've ever heard when Chris Cornell died. So that's this segment of the World Famous Shit Show. I need a haircut for the holidays, and last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you took it away, but what I did get is a gift card to Floyd's. Very famous. Oh, I like that. I hope they let you keep this once it's done. It says, treat this card like cash. Which I have a hard time believing. I feel like if I walked into, like, a jewelry store, I couldn't be like, I'm treating this card like cash. Let me get that. But let's go get a haircut, and $100 is going to go a long way with what I need. I want to take a little bit off the back, the sides, possibly a little bit off the top, and, still cover the bald spot. Let's go to Floyd's. Here at Floyd's Barbershop. Famous. World famous. Been around for 99 years, I don't know. But they've been around for a while. And if you're going to get a nice little buzz, if you get a nice little trim in California, I guess Floyd's is the place to go. So I'm going to go get me a gifted haircut. Hello. I would like one haircut, please.
You've been here before?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your first name?
Josh.
Josh? What's your last name, Josh?
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg? Alrighty. I'm going to take you to the option here. You okay?
Alright. There you go.
Actually, so there's a 0 balance on this.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. Comes up 0.
I got it a year ago. Nobody else has used it. What the fuck, Lola? Nice fucking haircut. You could have told me. I would have let you use it.